Here in this room, the sacred space is created to allow the opening of the heart. Everyone is welcome, no matter where they are on their spiritual journey. Today we celebrate our oneness in thought, in word, and in action. Welcome and good morning. I'm Jefferson, a practitioner here at the Center for Spiritual Living, Palm Springs, and it is my privilege to open up our service today. We're using this year the Science of Mind textbook for our individual study and also for inspiration for Dr. Michael's Sunday talk. And we're using the Science of Mind in a year. And it's just already, for me, been such an amazing experience. It's taken me back to foundations. It's taken me back to my practitioner studies. And if you haven't begun using the Science of Mind textbook and using this program of Science of Mind in a year, I really highly recommend it for you, because it really has already opened up to me and regrounded me in the principles that we study here, the principles of our philosophy. And I just know that at the end of the year that my dedication as a practitioner and my individual consciousness is just going to rise to a whole new level, because things that I understood at one level, I'm already rereading it and I'm getting it at another level. So if you've taken foundations, if you've been through courses, I recommend that you really rededicate yourself as well to the study of our philosophy. It's been amazing for me. Today's talk, as we begin this, today's talk is aptly titled In the Beginning. And when I looked at the title for Chapter 1 in the Science of Mind textbook, it says, In the Beginning, God. And that immediately just touched my heart, and I was excited to begin reading. And Dr. Holmes begins with a discussion of questions that basically boil down to how the heck did all this happen and what am I doing here? And it was these questions that kind of led me into the center for the first time, to a center to begin studying, because I think it's an age-old question all of us have had. How did the world get to be? How did we get to be? And what are we doing here? What are we supposed to be expressing? What are we supposed to be doing with our lives? So I'm really looking forward to Dr. Michael's talk as we begin a discussion and an investigation of these types of questions. And I know that as we continue in this journey through the year, that all of us will come together as a community and come together in this process as we begin in the beginning. So let's go ahead and take that into our opening prayer. If you'd like to get comfortable in your seats, you're going to close your eyes or soften your gaze. We begin in the beginning by recognizing that there is one power, one presence throughout the universe. That infinite intelligence, that infinite mind of God. And each one of us are individualized aspects of that one. And it is as we, as individualized aspects of that one, come together in community, we become that larger one, a reflection of that one power and that one presence. It's in that place of being unified with that power and presence that I now speak my word for today's service, knowing that each one of us is here to be inspired, to be grounded, to have our questions begin to be answered. That our musician Joel is led by Spirit. Our soloist today, Cindy, is divinely inspired with her voice, her words. That Dr. Michael as well speaks the word of that one mind, that one presence, that God. And even for those of our congregation and those of the larger world that aren't here with us, they too are being inspired and divinely guided in this thing called life. And as we ponder our own individual questions of what is it for us in the beginning? What are we looking to discover? Let's take those questions into silence for a moment and begin opening our heart and our consciousness for answers that we might not yet have heard. It is with deep, heartfelt gratitude that I embrace all of these questions and open up to all of the answers. Why, how? And I release all of this into the law, knowing that love is already operating on these words. And we ground this by saying together, and so it is.